one of my producers, Kevin Churchboy Johnson, shout out, Kevin Churchboy, like he'll send me a track and say, you know, I've got a track for you, you want to write to this. So I can do it that way, or I'll wake up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and I'll get some lyrics in my head, and then I'll hum a melody and I'll record it and I can write that way. So I can do either way. I can either go lyrics first or music first.
Now, do you play an instrument as well? Do you?
I do not.
Yeah,
I
me
wish
neither.
I did. I mean, if I could play like the acoustic guitar or keys, I mean, y'all won't be able to tell me anything.
Right, I know that's right.
I would be a star.
Yeah, that was one thing that my mom tried unsuccessfully, repeatedly, was to teach me piano. But I got gorilla paws. I mean,
Yeah.
I need to be at the river swatting fish. I can't play keyboards. That's just not a thing.
I took lessons as a child. I did take piano lessons. It just didn't stick. I think you know, where my family was, just financially at that time, my parents weren't able to keep up with the lessons. And then, you know, it kind of fell off. I really hate that. But my brother and sister actually took lessons. My brother, Seth Anders, he actually plays. He's played for Sasha, and he's also playing for quite a few people in the city, and he plays for Anders family.
Nice.
I sing with my family, my mom and my dad and my sisters, and my brother plays for us.
You know, we might have somebody in common. I don't know if you know James Albright. He's a bass player.
James Albright.
But he went to my high school. His dad was our defensive coach, and he was a linebacker, and he has 10 times as much skill on the bass as he did on the field, and he was an all-state.
Cool, yeah.
State linebacker.
I probably would have to see a picture of him.
Yeah, it was funny because I was standing in Big Dudes one day, and this guy walked up to me and said, "Walker?" I'm like, and I looked at him. I'm like, I don't know. Holy crap, you got old. I see that little kid that's in there. He didn't used to be in there, but I see him now.
Hey, I brought somebody in the studio with me. Can I introduce him?
Absolutely. I want to know his story because...
Yeah, this is my brother. This is Quez of Quez Presents. I mean, he's just an all-around guy. He does music, he does fashion, he creates all kinds of different things here in our city, and he also brings in artists to allow them to, you know, to do their thing. So, Quez, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for what you do here in our city. I appreciate that.
Well, now I'm seriously intrigued. Fashion.
I do it all. I do events here in Kansas City. I do event planning. I do my own shows. I'm hosting, so.
Do you design clothes?
I don't. I put the whole show together.
Okay.
Which is crazy. I have to deal with models,
Yeah,
singers.
Bands, musicians.
That's all you, man.
So yeah, I do it all.
That's like herding cats to me. I can't jump in that.
It's, you know, when you love what you do, it's not work. It's passion.
There you go.
That's true. That's true. That's why I love being the jack of all trades, master of none, because I can do 1,000 different things. I do it right.
Yeah.
Right.
I went to college for almost 12 years
Wow.
on a 4-year plan.
Wow.
But yeah, my majors
came out-
changed.
Yeah.
I came out, you're supposed to have 116 credits to graduate, I believe, and I came out with 265. I tried everything all the time.
Well, that's a good thing. The more education, the better.
That's what I always
Yeah,
say.
Exactly. Quez helped me host. He helped me host the first Game Time. He was a co-host. And it was so much fun. That show was so much fun. I just can't wait for this next one coming up. I just know it's going to be great.
She really had the talent she has on this is really, really, really good. Like, she brings all the Kansas City talent out.
Yeah, I saw a little clip of a young man playing a guitar.
Oh yeah, that's Ethan.
Yes.
Ethan Writings. Yeah,
He's,
he is awesome.
What's that? He surprised
He's excellent.
everybody that day.
He did. We didn't know, because I didn't know that he could sing and play at the same time, and he got on that stage and hit
Stevie Wonder.
Superstitious.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Superstitious.
Damn.
It was a
He
moment.
killed it. Yeah, he did. It was just great.
I always find so much beauty in people that have a talent like that.
Yeah.
Because my clumsy hands, I could run this part. I could do this. But anything that requires any sort of talent whatsoever, besides just talking to people,
Well, that's a talent too, because everybody can't do that.
Right.
Well,
I'm just now getting to the point where I can kind of do it comfortably.
that's funny. You should say that. Go through life every day talking to people.
It doesn't come natural to some people, though.
And you're absolutely right.
Especially shy people like me.
I had a co-host that she turned out to be a bad seed, but nevertheless, she was so afraid of celebrities that when she told me this story, she was in a mall in Pennsylvania and heard that Bruce Willis was at the other end of the mall, and she turned around and left. And I'm like, well, you realize you're going to have to talk to celebrities here, because I was lining up all the Band of Brothers cast interviews, and I'm like, you've got some very important people you're going to be talking to. You can't just get up and leave the studio.
Yeah, that's true, especially in this industry.
And I told her, I said, the easiest way to remember that these are just folks is, supernatural conventions, and
Wow.
a couple friends of ours, or a couple of celebrities became friends of ours, and she picked them up at the airport and was their go-between for the show. And,
Awesome.
but yeah, she came out of her shell a little bit.
I think, once you take that first step, it gets a little easier, to keep doing it.
Oh yeah.
I remember my first interview, so nervous. I felt like I kept repeating myself, and I just felt like I was scared that I was going to say something stupid. And
Well-
everybody was going to
Well, people love that. People love for you to just be yourself.
And that's one of the greatest things. When I started Black Sky Radio 10 years ago, I told everybody, it's like, you're going to get warts and all, man. There's not going to be any shady media spins here. If I forget to hit a button, I'm going to tell you, hey, I forgot to hit a button.
Right.
Or that story I reported on yesterday was some bullshit.
Right.
My bad.
You don't got the boop. You don't got the boop.
Yeah, that's the best part of internet radio. I don't need the beep. So far, the FAA or FCC has no idea how to define us, so they don't have a lot of control right now. But no, I think Game Time is absolutely a fantastic idea. It's something that the city's been missing forever. We do have a lot of open mics. We, everything from slam poetry to jazz and blues, but we don't have just a showcase where anybody can do any of those things. I mean, if you go to an open mic, yeah, you might see one guy with a guitar. You might have 5 slam poets, but you're never going to get a cohesive group of people performing.
Absolutely.
As a performance, you get open micers,
Right.
Right. And and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You gotta do the open mics. You
start somewhere.
You gotta work the angles. You gotta work the crowd. You gotta figure out what works for you and what works for each crowd that you're in front of.
That is true.
And if you're only playing in one place, you only got one crowd.
Right.
That's true. I wanted to bring in different genres. I didn't want for it to be just R&B or just soul music. I'm looking for soul music. I'm looking for country music, singer-songwriters, funk, blues. Whatever your gift is.
Right.
That's what I'd like to see you bring to the table.
See, and that's what I love about that, because that's the way I look at Black Sky Radio. I don't have a genre. I play everything from Biggie to Beethoven.
That's good.
Absolutely.
I'll throw down Frank Sinatra and back it with Skinner.
You cast that huge net and you can bring in a whole lot more fish.
People always say that Black Sky Radio is an audiophile's destination, because if you don't like that song, wait 3.5 minutes, it'll change.
Yeah. Right. There'll be something else.
And it'll change completely. It won't just be another rock song. It'll be, what the hell?
Music is like universal. So
Yeah.
that's the whole point of music.
The guy that plays House on TV, and I can't think of his real name because brain damage.
We know who he is. I don't know his name either.
He's also a musician. He's a fantastic musician, and he plays a lot of early blues, jazz, swing stuff. And he did a tour across the bottom half of the United States, stopping in all these backwater clubs and basically just stages. And hey, do you mind if I play the piano a little bit? And he gets up there and he jams for a while, and all the people in town show up, and then they play a little concert, and he drives to the next town.
That's cool.
In that documentary, he said that music is either good or bad. The rest is just indexing. And I'm like, that's exactly right. I had that on my Facebook page for the last 10 years, because all you think about when you hear something new is, I got to go what used to. Now, I'm talking 35 years ago. you go to Tower Records and everything has its place. Everything has a slot, and it's always, I got the jazz section, I got the blues section. Well, I don't want slots in my radio station. I don't want people to have to be like, oh, this is always this.
Right.
You don't know what it always is. It's always
Right.
different.
Yeah, variety's key.
Well, and unless you're a 16-year-old boy, you got more than one genre on your iPad, on your
Right.
iPod.
True.
Now, 16-year-old boys, depending on if you're suburban or urban, you got heavy metal and emo or
Everything.
or rap, and then you turn 17 and suddenly, oh no, wait, I need some soul in here.
Yes.
Something has woke up, and I need some
Yes,
fun.
absolutely, absolutely.
And yeah,
Something with some substance.
and then
Right.
you get my age, and shit, you're listening to everything from Billie Holiday to Billy Graham.
Yeah.
Not Billy Graham.
Well, not.
Yeah, you have some people listen
I
to
do
Billy
have Billy Graham's Choir on vinyl. Don't ask me where I got it because I'm really not sure either. But I got like 5,000 albums.
Oh wow.
And-
Still playable? You
Oh
still-
yeah. I got 3 different record players. One I'm working on that only goes up to 78,
Wow.
and I got a bunch of old school gospel and blues 78s. The real main reason why I need to fix it though is because when we inherited the place from Grandma and Grandpa, and back in the 40s, you could go to the county fair and record a message onto vinyl, and then you send that to people. Like, here's a letter.
Oh, sweet.
We found one of Grandma's, but it's at 78, so I gotta get a new power cord on my 78 player because none of the other ones go down to that low.
Oh yeah.
45 and 33. That's it. But yeah,
I've seen
saw
it.
that.
of CDs.
Yes.
Okay.
And we started
80s
off
baby.
with. I remember my first musical purchase was a 45.
I remember 45.
45 record had a little insert you had to put in it, the little
Yeah.
yellow plastic thing to play on a record player.
Wow.
I saw the rise and fall of that. 8-track,
8-tracks.
cassette, CD.
You remember 8-tracks?
8-tracks with a little.
The
Little
big,
No, that's a cassette.
That's a
8-track
cassette.
was like a
8-track was a
rectangular,
big
it's like,
box.
Yeah.
See, that was
That was
Well,
before
cassette,
YouTube.
yeah.
Okay.
when we first inherited this place, we had to clean all the crap out of it. Well, one of the record players we have also has an 8-track player in it that records.
Wow, now
And-
that's amazing.
There was a box of 8-tracks, and so I plug it all in and jam an 8-track in there, and the music from the 8-track compared to the music from my iPod, 8-track filled the room. You could stand in the corner and feel the music, versus an MP3 or CD nowadays. You don't get that.
That's true. The process was totally different.
And they've compressed everything so far that you just get the bare minimum of the music as opposed to the full spectrum. And listening to those 8-tracks, I'm like, shit, I'm
But
with that dude from
They
Armageddon.
sound better though. They actually
Yeah.
sound
Yeah.
really good to
Authentic.
get
Well,
music
and
down.
we were talking about this last week with Sasha, that when they first came out with CDs, all they did was pull the hiss from the needle off of it. So if you can find any of those original pressings from '86, that is still listenable digital music.
Right.
Then they found out they could compress it down, speed up the process, get them out faster, double their money, and make it cost half as much.
Yep, microwave music. That's
Yep.
what
And nowadays it's all that. I mean, Game Time. I love this.
Yes.
Now the third round, the elimination round, coming up July 29th, All Star Grill and Bar.
Absolutely, I'm excited about this one. Game time at this particular venue, they've got pool tables and they also have a sand volleyball court. So
And
I'm
a
challenging
completely
people.
and a completely scratched menu with some delicious food
oh
made
yes,
by a
yes,
chef.
yes, absolutely.
An absolute
But as far as
God's chef.
the volleyball court, I want to challenge the guys. I want to do a girls versus guys like little what do you call it? Tournament.
Okay.
It's not going to be long because we're still doing the show.
Sure,
But
sure.
During the break, I want to challenge the fellas
Come on, fellas.
to a game of volleyball. And sisters, if y'all with me, let's do this.
Come on, brothers.
That's right.
We got to spank some men.
Just make sure you don't get hurt out there. We got the show to
Absolutely. Bring
continue.
your tennis shoes.
That's
Bring
right.
your tennis shoes.
Don't get any sand in places we can't get out.
Absolutely.
It's coming.
I'm excited about this, though. I'm excited about the people that we have auditioning. I'm excited about the contestants that moved on from the first and second shows. We've got who we have? J Soul and Troy Jones, Daytona 500, Jamel Justice, Aaron Alexander. We've got some really great talent. And so I'm looking to see, the new people that are coming in to audition. I want to see what kind of, what they bring to the table. I'm ready for this challenge to happen.
Now that's one of the questions I got for you. You're still doing auditions on...
This is the last audition show for 2018.
And some of the people that have already auditioned will get kicked
Yes.
at this show.
Correct. Well, yes, because this is the elimination round. So what's going to happen is the people that are new, they're going to come in, the people that actually make it through from the auditions, because they have to audition first.
Right.
The audition show is going to be July 21st at 3030 Walnut from 5:30 to 6:30. But you have to sign up, and in order to do that, you need to go to Facebook and look up Game Time with Sasha O'Shea. There is a form that you need to fill out. Once you fill out that form, I'll sign you up for auditions. So you come before the judges and audition on the 21st, and the judges will decide who actually gets to move on to the elimination round. But from the elimination round, the new people, they're still going to do their 2 selections. So they'll do 2 songs. So it's like round 1 and round 2 for them. And then on the second half of the show, the people that moved on from the first 2 shows will compete.
Okay.
So we're going to pick it depends on how many, right now we have 9 that are coming in to audition for this, the second show, for this elimination round. And so we're going to choose probably, I think it's going to be the top 10 to move on to the grand finale, which is in August.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. And I don't know if I mentioned the prizes. The prizes are,
Prizes.
yeah, we get to, you get a branding and marketing package. You get to go in the studio and write a song with Sasha O'Shea. And we're going to record it together, we're going to market it together, we'll perform it together in the city, and $1,000 cash. So the prize package is worth over $2,000, and so I'm excited to see who's going to win this,
Yeah, that's very exciting. I don't have any talent, but I could use a grand.
Okay, who couldn't? Who couldn't use a grand?
I know, right? Yeah, I think that'd be awesome if you wanted to write a song with me. We write some messed up nonsense.
Why not just go ahead and audition?
Yeah.
Yeah, but 21st.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out there and lip
sync.
sync Big John. Yeah, it's the only song that I can sing, or maybe something from the Jimmy Buffett catalog. Nibbling on sponge cake.
Nibbling on sponge cake. That's an actual song.
Yeah, nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All those tourists covered with oil. It's Margaritaville.
Okay, now those are some serious lyrics there.
That's some old school
I really
drinking
wanted to-
lyrics.
I really wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate you taking your time to broadcast Sasha O'Shea. You're pumping my music, and I absolutely am so grateful.
Oh well, if it was bad music, I wouldn't do it.
Well,
Yeah, that's one of the things I do draw the line at. Is it's got to be good music to play it, and you guys qualify. I mean, we actually are using one of your songs for backing
Awesome.
music on the new spot for Game Time. So,
awesome.
like I said, man, it's good and it fits with everything, and I've been playing the hell out of it.
Wonderful. Thank
And
you so
not
much.
only that, but I just sometimes listen to it in my car. But
Awesome.
you don't need to know that I'm fanboying out like that. Just
Well,
gotta
it
keep
makes
my
me
composure
smile.
over here.
It
How about
makes
that?
me smile.
All right, so 29th at the All-Star, 21st at 33.
3030 Walnut. Those
3030
are just
Walnut.
for the auditions. Now, remember, you have to sign up.
Right.
Don't just show up at the auditions.
And go to Facebook, search
Game Time with
for
Sasha O'Shea.
Game Time with Sasha O'Shea. Send them a message. Get
You
hooked
can
up.
inbox me. Yes, inbox
Alright.
me, and I will give you the information of how to actually do the sign up.
Open celebrities, man.
Absolutely.
You gotta be able to reach the people that are putting food on your table.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
I remember the glorious days of the internet at the very beginning, back in like '93,
Yeah.
where I could just Google Bruce Willis's address. But
There
it
it
wasn't
is.
Google in '93. Obviously, it was like Alta Vista, Netscape. One of the
Mm-hmm.
pre-Firefox search engines, and it would. There's Bruce Willis. There's his phone
With his
number.
address.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had a friend of mine break a few dozen federal laws because he worked for an insurance company, and they had some celebrity clients. insurance companies have to have copies of your driver's licenses.
Hmm. Don't get them in trouble. No names.
I didn't say anybody's name. And you got to remember, this is 20-some odd years ago.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, but he would email me. Somewhere I had Steven Seagal, and he was married to that tall girl. It was from, she played in that hot 80s movie where the kids made the woman. What was that called? Weird Science. That's right.
Science.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
Oh, I like that movie.
If you
yeah.
if you still have access to this friend and he still has information on some artists, just slide that information.
Well, nowadays I have friends who are in LA with the IMDb Pro, and they have inside. Anytime back in the day, I was like, hey, I need somebody's PR person, and I'd hit Elaine up, and she'd be like, here's their email address. I'm like, thanks. Yeah, that's oh yeah, I know, right? Nowadays, not only do you have to go through nine times out of 10, you got to go through. You get their attention on one of the social media platforms, and then you're like, hey, hook that up, and they're like, here, talk to this person, and that person is either the assistant to the assistant, or further down the food chain than that, or it's an assistant that. It's like,
It just goes to get coffee.
no. Yeah. And her entire job is to say no. It's like,
It's July 29th.
now, what are you doing right now? You got any gigs coming up? Where can we go see Sasha?
Well, right now I'm working on several things. So the next time you can see me perform live is going to be July 29th.
Perfect.
Yeah. So come out and see me do my thing. I'm gonna host it, as well as I'm gonna ask my friend here, Quiz, if he'll help me host again. I think that'd be awesome.
I think he's going to do it.
You think he's gonna do it? I really have some good people in my circle, and I really couldn't be successful without them. You know, I've got people behind the scenes. Candace, who's my assistant, she's my right arm. Cedric with Evolving Digital Media. I just couldn't do these things without these people in my corner. Sabrina Moody, my sister, the judges, just everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And that's what I love about the way you do things, is because I do it very similar. I surround myself with people that make me look better. And because of that, they're always smarter and better looking than I am, and I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, that's how they should be done. It's like, no, I'll be the one on the back end of that deal. I'll take one for the team, but these is my people.
Yes.
And that's why you surround yourself with like that.
Absolutely. And that's the only way to be successful.
Yeah, and if you completely surround yourself with yes men and doorknobs, well,
Right.
that ain't gonna help nobody.
Right. That's true. And trust me, they're not yes men, are we, Cedric?
I know better than that.
Yes. No.
I've only met this gentleman a couple of times, and I know better than that.
Yeah. But they're good people. They'll tell me the truth, and which is what I need.
Right.
I mean, lies won't help me, or just to schmooze me over and pat me on the back.
Yeah.
That won't help. I need people that are going to be honest with me, and they are totally.
And honesty sometimes is hard,
True.
because you got to look the person that you love in the eye and go,
True.
that sucks.
Right. You gotta tell the truth.
You got to tell the truth, otherwise you're just gonna end up on.
But tell me
Right.
this. Don't let me get out there, in the public eye and suck.
Right.
Tell me before I get there.
And, well, that's what I always thought was funny about American Idol. When you know damn good and well, those people got the worst friends ever.
Because nobody told them.
Okay,
the
nobody
truth.
told us you cannot sing.
They're not your friends.
You are being lied to by these people over here to get you on TV to laugh at you,
Yeah.
because the rest of the world is doing it.
It's
You-
all for publicity, though, And,
And-
some of them don't really care. They get
Well,
their 15 minutes of fame.
That's true.
You know.
I'm wondering if all the friends. Now, this is going to sound misogynistic and horrific, but it's also statistically accurate.
Okay.
Some of the worst singers you see always has that hefty girlfriend. And I'm not saying girlfriend as a relationship per se,
Shade.
but there's always that big girl in the back. And I'm wondering if she ain't maybe tone deaf. And all them girls is tone deaf, because, and I know you're all laughing at me, but tell me it's not true.
Hey, I can't argue.
You've watched
You
American.
get no
I only
argument
watch American Idol till the trials are over, anyways, because that's the only part I like.
I think
I don't care who
everybody
wins. If you're winning a contest to improve your stature in the music community, you're doing it wrong. However, I'll watch the train wreck
does. Right.
that puts you
And
in
enjoy
that
that.
position. I'll watch that. But there's always that it's like, no, baby, you can. I might. Now, if you showed up like, like that movie with Woody Harrelson, I'll give you $1 million to sleep with your wife. You're like, yes. I don't have to pay you. I'm good. You gotta copy that tape.
Terrible.
can't.
Game time, Sunday the 29th, July 29th at the All-Star. Round 3. Don't forget, you got to audition first. Get to Facebook, Game Time with Sasha O'Shea. Send her a message. Get hooked up with an audition. And we'll see you at the round 3, man.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. And it was nice meeting you, Quez.
And Queens of Comedy, I'm going to Queens of Kansas City on the 28th, and she's going to be singing. She's one of the queens who will be
Nice.
singing.
That is true, actually. So actually, I was wrong. The next time you can hear me is on the 28th, not the 29th.
Very
Where's it
true.
gonna be?
It's going to be on 18th and Vine itself. It's going to be a brunch, unlimited mimosas, and we're going to have a good time. A lot of it's like 4 different ladies singing on stage.
Oh, that's amazing.
Bye.
Yeah, come
So
through.
you
I
can
love
do
me some
everything.
brunch.
Come through, Mike.
And you get drinks too, unlimited mimosas.
Now, see, I'm a much bigger fan of the Cranosa.
Okay,
Cranberry instead of orange juice.
Oh.
It's so more summery.
I gotta fix that.
Yeah, check that out because I ran out of mixers and all I had was a bottle of champagne and some cranberry juice. I'm like, well, I ain't gonna just sit around and drink champagne. I mean, what am I, Kardashian? ain't gonna work. So I put in a big pint glass with some cranberry juice and I ain't gonna drink it any other way now. It's like, damn, that's delicious. I can't believe this isn't on every menu instead of orange juice. No.
You should have a fridge down here where we can try that.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I have a fridge. It's just empty. But yeah, I was like, damn, why would you want heavy orange juice with pulp when you can have a nice summery cranberry? And it does 2 things. A, makes champagne taste good. B, makes your urinary tract
There you
taste
go.
good. Well, not feel good. Get you cleaned out on top. That's what I'm trying to say.
Had today? That's what I need to-
I only have one. I got a new bottle of rum down at the bar. And, I had to taste it. Oh, it was good. Sometimes I can pick them right. If you haven't had Pusser's British Navy strength rum, 84 proof, it's delicious.
Yeah, I don't have it.
It's from Barbados. Oh,
Oh, I have to try some of yours.
my
So you're
goodness.
going to be there on the 29th, correct?
Yes, I will.
Awesome.
Yes, I will. I will be there. I don't know that I'll be there all the way to the very end, but that's only because 5:30 comes early on the other
I
side.
understand.
But thank you guys so much for joining us today, and what a fantastic thing you got going on. And I look forward to many years of helping promote it, get it out to the people, and obviously the acts. I mean,
Yes.
that's the important part right there, is getting people in to see the talent base we got in Kansas City.
Absolutely.
And if we can do it all at one spot,
Let's do it.
yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you guys so very much. And we're going to actually throw down a 3-way 3-play of Sasha O'Shea right now. So sit back and enjoy, and we'll be right back.
Much love.